What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another West New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today once again comes from the Brickyard Brewing Company, and they are out of Lewiston, New York, and this is their Shore Leave. So this is a Hazy IPA that comes in 7% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review. This can is exactly 10 days old. So recently, I attended the 2024 Tap and Craft Festival at the Niagara Falls Convention Center in downtown Niagara Falls, New York. And there was a lot of awesome local breweries there in addition to some other bigger breweries. And one of them was Brickyard. And Rudy Watkins, who is now the head brewer there, was actually the guy pouring beer, and we had some good conversations. And then towards the end of the night, when they were closing up, had some leftover beer, so he sent me home with a can of this. Now, full disclosure, he poured some of this for me at the fest. However, it was closer to the end of the night when I had this, so my palate was compromised, to say the least. I just remember it having a real nice dryness and being pretty good. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Untappd. However, it's awesome that you have a chance to review an entire can of it. Really looking forward to it. Now, they have taste notes on the back, but I'm just reading the back real quick because it says this one's brewed with Idaho 7, Dorado and Mosaic hops. So that's all I know about it. We're going to crack it open, get in the glass, see what we got going on here. So I did tell Rudy that I thought their Wonderlust was one of the best West Coast hop forward beers that I've had from a West New York brewery. And he was like, wow, he actually told me it's going to be a series of beers. I had no idea. I forgot what he said is coming out next. I don't know if it's I think he said it might be a New Zealand hazy, but that Wonderlust, the actual West Coast IPA was fantastic, or double IPA. So yeah, I'm hoping this is pretty good as well. Like I said, I remember this being a very, very dry, which I liked. You know, okay. That little cheat off the can there, wow, that was delicious. Holy shit. So, you know, Rudy used to brew Community Beer Works. I think he was the head brewer there. Then he left for Thin Man. And then he left Thin Man. Now he's at Brickyard. So anyway, yeah, that's Haze for Days. Has that slightly milky kind of yellow-orange color. Not as milky as a lot of folks like, but a little bit lighter than a lot of other beers. Had about a finger of this off-white, creamy-looking head to it. Murky turbid, can't see through it. Yeah, I'd say more of like a yellow-orange color, more to the yellow side of things. But yeah, kind of looks like what it should, which is a hazy. So let's get a nose, I was going to say. Let's get a nose. And I just spilled it. Bounty paper towels for the win. That's why you probably shouldn't pour it to the top. I tried to, you know, generate the aromatics with a little bit of the sloshing around the spin there, the little swirl. As the beer swirls, shout out to FLX Beer Reviews, and you spill it on your table, and then you have Raining Parade come to your channel and go, Joe, why are you using... At least it wasn't on the pour. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, I mean, holy shit. It smells like candied fruit to me. You could probably say any kind of candied, maybe like gummy fruit. You could say Starburst. You could say Skittles. You could say like, I'm getting some peach and mango in here, so I'd say like peach gummy rings. It has a big candied, like stone fruit vibe to me. Definitely mango, definitely peach. Oh man. Pineapple. Idaho 7 gives me pineapple. Whoa, what the fuck? This smells fucking amazing. Like, again, I had this on tap at the festival. It was good. I enjoyed it. Again, my palate was compromised. There was a really nice dryness that I remember. That was the one thing I remember telling Rudy. I was like, wow, I really like the dryness. And I was like, that's kind of what we're shooting for. Because we had a nice conversation about like what we're looking for in hazies. And Rudy likes old school styles. And I told him I'm starting to come around. Like, my palate's coming full circle where I'm like, I want old school styles. And when I want a hazy, I want something to kind of balance it out. And I said, oh, this is really dry. I like that. This fucking smells so good. It's so dank, it has a marijuana-esque kind of dankness to it. Now, again, Mosaic, Idaho 7, Dorado. I'm thinking dank berries. I'm not getting a ton of berries in the nose. It's more like dank pineapple to me with the Idaho 7. Yeah, it's mango, it's peach, it's stone fruit heavy, maybe even a little bit of like an apricot. But then it's a ton of pineapple for me. Dank, resinous, marijuana-esque pineapple. Holy shit, that smells fucking divine. I guess when I did a little bit of a cheat there, that's kind of what it was very slight, right? But This smells awesome. I want to get into it. Cheers, everybody, and thanks again to Rudy for this one. Hopefully it's just as delicious as it smells. So this is right in the realm of what I like about hazies that have a balance to them. Everything that most haze bros want out of a hazy is here, but it's here at the forefront of the palate, the first half, first 2/3 of the palate. It's an explosion of fruit right off the rip. But body and mouthfeel are really nice as well. Yeah, body on this is like higher side of medium, lower side of full, 7%. It's not full bodied, it's not thick, but it has enough heft here to say, okay, it's 7%, doesn't drink like it's 5%. Really cool. The mouthfeel, only thing maybe slightly lacking here. It has a nice approaching moderate carbonation. It's not as smooth and creamy as I like from the style. It's still nice. It's definitely smooth, has a little bit of creaminess, but it's not luscious. So I don't want to say the mouthfeel is lacking because it's not, it's just not upper echelon. The body's really nice, mouthfeel, good. I enjoy it. Just not amazing. The taste is fucking, it's awesome. The taste is awesome. The forefront of the palate is, again, I'm getting more citrus on the palate. I'm getting pithy, rindy, pithy and rindy orange and grapefruit. A little bit of tangerine. Tip of the tongue, first thing that hits me. There's also a little bit of like a biscuity kind of slightly like bready malt character. Very minute, noticeable, dives underneath the palate, really don't see it again. Midway through the palate is where I'm getting smacked with those stone fruits. Candied mango, candied peach, peach gummy rings. Again, you could say Starburst or Skittles or something like that. It's not super sweet, but a little bit sweeter. Middle of the palate's where that dank kind of, to me, pineapple hits. Little bit of a berry thing. And if I said anything, I'd say a little bit of like a dank blueberry. I'm getting more of like an underripened blueberry. But for me, it's really pineapple. And it's dank. And it carries on to the back of the palate. It's dank, resinous, pineapple, a little bit of like a floral pine thing happening. This finish is very dry with a mild to moderate bitterness. A little bit more bitter than I remember. I don't remember this having any bitterness when I was drinking it at the fest. But this is full on dry with a mild to moderate bitterness, smack dab in the middle. Again, this is a very well-balanced hazy. If you're somebody who just wants sweet, juicy fruit from your hazes, probably not the beer for you, honestly. It's a little bit too dry and it has bitterness, which the style doesn't really dictate. But this is more of a personal preference. This is right in the wheelhouse of what I enjoy out of the style. So I am not surprised that I dig it. Is this the best hazy IPA I've ever had? No, it's not. However, for a local brewery to kick out something like this, Rudy knows his shit. He's been brewing, what, for like 15 years commercially as far as like at a brewery. Like when Community Beer Works started, and we discussed this, it was only them and Flying Bison and Pearl Street, but Pearl Street's more of a brew pub. You know, and he's seen the whole expansion of craft beer over the past, you know, say 12 to 15 years. And he just knows what he's doing. So I know him personally, probably, this is not like his favorite style or anything, but you got to brew hazies. You ask a lot of professional brewers, a lot of them are probably sick of hazy IPAs, but you got to brew them because that's what the market dictates. People want this. I'm to the point where I still like hazies, but I like them when they're like this. I need balance. I need a bitterness. I need a dryness, combination of the two. The days of me drinking super sweet, over the top, juicy, fruity hazies just aren't for me. It's a personal thing. So again, if you're in the Western New York area and you like balanced hazies that still have a lot of fruit character, but you know aren't super sweet, this would be the beer to seek out. Again, I don't love this beer, but I thoroughly enjoy it. It's very good. It's delicious. I'll drink the rest of this and enjoy every second. So Shore Leave from Brickyard. I'm going to give this a high 4.25. I'm going to go 4.35. Yeah. I gave it a 4 out of 5 from the festival, but like I said, that's why if you're a brewer out there or you're an owner of a brewery and you like look at Untappd check-ins, always keep in mind that like a lot of people who are checking stuff in, they're drinking them at bottle shares, they're drinking them at festivals, they're running through 6 different beers in a single night. It's hard to gauge what people really think about it because I'll tell you right now, as somebody who reviews beers on YouTube but also goes to festivals and bottle shares and stuff, it's way different when you're sitting down breaking down a beer like this compared to drinking, 15 different pours, 20 different pours at a festival or a bottle share. It just is. And this is the perfect example. I gave this a 4 out of 5. This is a 4.35. Sitting down, breaking it down. I don't remember the bitterness. I like the fruit character, but it still has the substantial dryness. I like that piney resin, dank kind of marijuana thing on the finish. Pineapple's kicking out. Beautiful flavors, even though there's no pineapple in here, just the hops. Fantastic beer. 4.35 out of 5. Read the little side. It says our fruit. Read the little spiel here on the side of the can. It says our fruit-forward hazy IPA featuring Idaho 7 Dorado and Mosaic hops with notes of mango. Yes, gummy bears. I didn't say gummy bears. I did say gummies. I didn't say gummy bears, and I said more like a peach gummy ring. Okay, and dank berry. I'd say dank pineapple, but dank berry's fine. So yeah, tasting notes for sure. Spot on. Price point availability, $16 a 4-pack right from the brewery. If you pick it up around town, probably can get it, for a similar price, maybe slightly more, kind of the going rate. And availability, you should see this in and around Western New York if you go to some of your favorite bottle shops or grocery stores like Tops in Lewiston, New York. I know that Chris over at Brewed Bottle doesn't carry a lot of Brickyard stuff because you can just go literally next door to Brickyard and pick up their stuff. So kind of not, trying to, be good neighbors there. But I do like Chris's because you can buy, singles, where at the brewery you got to buy a 4-pack. But outside of that, like, again, you're probably consumers beverages and their locations, you probably can find this. But I would say seek this one out if you're in the Western New York area and you want well-balanced hazy IPAs. And if any of the stuff that I've talked about in this review sounds good, seek them out. 7%. Really can't tell outside of the body, mouthfeel, the flavors would indicate in the 6 to 8 range. But a really nice beer. Once again, huge thanks to Rudy for this one. I'm surprised that I like this way more than I did from On Tap. Like again, I said I was at a beer fest and, I had a 4-ounce pour, but this is substantially better than I remember. I like it. So anyway, I'm going to shut this one down. Check back next week for a Western New York Wednesday. I want to say that next week should be the 10 Days of Pumpkin. I don't know. You'll see when I do the whole 10 Days of Pumpkin vlog and everything, but I have no idea what I'm picking up to review for it. I have to pick up a couple Western New York beers for it, so we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But anyway, appreciate it. To the next one. Cheers.